we'll see if that comes around. Hey, I'm Obi That Said, and we are drinking from the Garden Host, your favorite podcast about nothing. Get us wherever you can get your podcast, whether it's Google, Apple, Spotify. We're there. You can listen to us, like us, follow us, download us, and don't forget to check out our website, gardenhose.vercel.app. We're there. Get great comments and feedback from all of our devoted fans there. We want you to join that group, join that conversation. Ed, how are you?
Dinner's clearly not ready.
Dinner's not ready. And the reason that's telling you that is we went off air and we started chatting. And we want to discuss something that's going on right now that we were going to go and do next podcast, but both of us aren't sure that next podcast in 2 weeks is going to matter. Ed, what am I talking about?
All right, so you're talking about we got started talking after the episode ended about some of the comments that we had on our website, and one of the comments talked about Hawk Tua, and so a lot of people who listen to us probably don't even know what we're talking about, but let's explain it. There's this young lady went viral. So there's this thing on social media. If you're our age, you probably don't know about this, but I've seen it. One of the things on viral social media is these young kids, 21, 20 years old, could be male or female. They go out and they find drunk people, or they just find people they think will talk, and they interview them. But it's always like sexual in nature, and they ask them questions, and you get the drunk, and then they put it up on their Instagram reel, and they go viral. And I'm assuming some people are making a lot of money asking these questions. And this happened in Nashville, and this young lady made I don't even know what the question is, doesn't matter. And she's like, ooh, like she was spitting on something. I saw the video. I didn't think anything of it, but apparently it's like, not apparently, it's viral. Like it went viral. Even Conor McGregor, the UFC guy, was asking about it. Like it's everyone knows about Hawk Tua girl. And Obi, you think her claim to fame is done, right? You think she's going away like quick, right?
I think she's going flash in the pan on this. She'll probably make more money off of it, by the way, than we do on our podcast. But that's that she's going to make something. I think that this will be, I think it's going to go fast. She, from what I can understand, she's choosing not to go. She's got representation and stuff, but she's choosing not to go the sexually explicit route.
Yeah, I think she got offered like a porn movie and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She's an attractive woman.
Yeah. And good on her. Like, I don't think you need to do that. But I do think that it was one funny comment. It was perfect. Now, as you were talking about how you came across Hawk Tua.
Yeah, okay. Tell me how you came across it. But I want to understand the funny comment. I'm not so sure it was funny. Like, that's the thing. I saw it, and I'm like, what the hell is this?
I will tell you how I came across it, and then maybe that will. And I'll go a little more explicit on what was asked, and maybe that will help to make it funnier. But I'm a big fantasy football player, and I'm on multiple fantasy football sites, and this meme comes across, or meme, I don't know, and it's Tua Tagovailoa, the quarterback for Miami.
All right, Tua Tagovailoa. Yeah.
But his face is replaced by this woman's face, and it's something somebody says, do we think his sister will be a better player than he is? And I was like, what? Do we think and it was like his sister, and it was like, I think his sister Hawk will be better than he is. And I was like, wait, what is going on? There's like, he has a brother, and I'm very confused by this. And then
Tua's not his last name, so Hawk Tua is not related to Tua Tagovailoa. Yeah,
at all. So I then saw the actual video of somebody talking about the Hawk Tua girl, a couple of people talking about her, and I was like, what is this? So I did the proper research on TikTok, and I found the original video. And like I described it perfectly. A guy, probably 20 to 25 years old, with a mic and I guess a buddy or a film crew or, whatever, is interviewing these two girls who look about age appropriate for him. And he says he asked them some questions, and they're sexual in nature. I can't remember what the first couple of questions are. And the girls are cracking up. And he says, what's a move that will make a man go crazy? She goes, you gotta to it, making it sound like and spit on that thing. And she starts cracking up, having said it, and her friend starts cracking up, and this video has gone viral. I giggled because I thought their own reactions to themselves were what was funny to me, not the actual spit on that thing, but their personal reactions to what they said and them cracking themselves up. That gave me joy. Just like our own, just like this stupid podcast we do, we're cracking ourselves up. That's what gives me joy. People making themselves laugh. But it's gone crazy viral. But I don't know anyone who's like, oh my God, I don't know anyone who's I've talked to about it. Like, that's hysterical. Who can nail why it's gone viral?
What I think's funny is the aftermath is funny. So she says that, right? You just said the question. So it was sexual in nature. Then first of all, it comes out that like all these rumors, like that she was a preschool teacher and got fired because of the video, and it was a Christian, like a Christian preschool, so they got rid of her because of the sexual nature, which wasn't true. But then comes and finds out she's from a town of 700 people and lives with her grandmother in Tennessee. I actually find that funny. Not that she lives with 700 people and her grandmother. I find it funny that she's now famous for saying that she spits on a man and has to explain that to her grandmother. That's what I find funny.
Yeah. I mean, I think, listen, my experience with people who live with their grandparents is literally split down the middle in terms of either the grandparent is you cannot believe how incredibly open about sex and adulthood this adult older person is. It applies to grandmothers and grandfathers. Or you're like, oh my goodness, could you be any more of a liar? You had 3 kids. So I don't know which way her grandmother goes, but it's one or the other. It's been my personal experience with people who live with a grandparent.
Yeah. So Obi, you talked about, and I still question how this went viral. And then we started talking about how she's going to make money. She chose not to do the Playboy offer, OnlyFans, because she's an attractive woman. But she did make one smart move, right? She has trademarked the term Hawk Tuah. Now, someone may say, well, that's dumb. Who's going to buy anything with Hawk Tuah on it? I am quite certain that when I go to the Jersey Shore this summer, all of those boardwalk t-shirt shops are going to have Hawk Tuah shirts. I'm also quite sure none of them are paying the trademark royalties.
Well, so that I disagree on the second point. I think that the trademark royalties are going to be small, but plentiful. Because yes, I think, first of all, people have already started branding it and selling stuff. It's just easier to send her a few $1,000s than it is to fight her. Now, some people just cease and desist, and other people will be like, yeah, I'm making good buck on here. Sure, take your percentage of it. I think that will work out for her. I think she's going to make a pretty penny, not life-changing money, but a hell of a summer of money. Because you're right, the Jersey Shore stores, the TikTok stores, all sorts of people are selling Hawk Tuah stuff. Like, I've seen people who are not Hawk Tuah selling it, and she's like, no, that's my money. I said it. I'm going to get the money from it, and she'll make a pretty penny on it.
I think that's the brilliant thing. That's the most brilliant thing she did by trademarking that.
Yeah. She'll probably also get a few paid appearances on some television shows on the TBSs of the world, like the TBS variety, little shows like that. She'll probably get some play there. And you know what? She might just get like who knows, a bachelor, the bachelor, the bachelorette Hawk Tuah. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she'll get a whole season of a television show or some Dancing with the Stars or singing in the Masked Singer out of it. Who knows?
Do you think she'll get like a hand cream deal or something like that?
I don't know. If she's willing to be a little dirtier, maybe a lube that sells at an adult store.
No, I think you gotta try to get like a lotion and you sell it at Spencer Gifts.
Spencer Gifts. There you go. Hawk Tuah lotion.
Yeah, Hawk Tuah lotion. And then like every 50-year-old guy is gonna get it for his gag gift at his birthday party in the next year.
Yeah, there you go. Spencer's. That's the key. That's the right spot for this. It will last a year, half a year. And hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she has some other professional talents and she's going to be able to springboard this into who knows what, like Marilyn Monroe sitting at the counter. But I'm expecting her to have a moment and congratulations. I love a moment. We've been doing this for 3 years. We haven't had a moment.
No, but we also don't make up new sayings like Hawk Tuah. So for those of you who have no idea what we're talking about, this is your entrance, and you're going to see Hawk Tuah now everywhere you go because you're now aware of it. You've probably already been seeing it. You just didn't know what it was. So you can thank us later. And if Obi's right, this will be one of the great lost episodes of this podcast of all time. If Obi's wrong, people will come back to this and go, wow, those guys, or at least Ed saw it. That I think she's going to put an album out.
Ed's going album.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think with auto tune, I think she's gonna get an album. Listen, Dixie D'Amelio has an album out, right? Like she's not even the famous D'Amelio sister from TikTok, and she has an album out. So Hawk Tuah has done more for society than Dixie D'Amelio has. So I think Hawk Tuah is gonna get an album.
All right. So Ed is predicting way bigger things for Hawk Tuah. A person who we have no idea what her real name is, and we've been talking about her for 15 minutes.
Oh, I know her real name.
Okay.
I'm not going to say it because I want people to know that it's Hawk Tuah.
Okay. Ed's been doing more research on her. Ed's looking for Ed. We have to find ourselves a 25-year-old guy interviewing drunk people after a Rutgers football game and say something to get the Garden Hose podcast going viral.
I'm just telling you, I'm glad that there was nobody interviewing people 30 years ago when I was walking the streets of New Brunswick. Because my viral moment may not have been as good as hers. Let's just put it that way.
I know for a fact I would have gone viral. Because I would leave the bar sometime just raging, and people would be looking at me. So I am sure somebody that lunatic.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be making money, and there was nothing you could have trademarked.
No.
Yeah. So we should just be fortunate we grew up in the time we grew up in, and then just marvel at people like Hawk Tuah, girl, because I really don't understand how this all happened, but it has. That's the life we live.
That is the life we live. It doesn't suck to be Hawk Tuah. The charm is that we suck. It's 2 sign-offs in one day. Catch us next week or 2 weeks if we don't drop this as a special act.